everyone, I'm Rex and welcome back to another Train Simulator 6 video. Today's Train Simulator 6 video is going to be a lot different because we're going to be figuring out how to spawn the MK3A carriages with liveries on in Train Simulator 6 on the PlayStation 5. I got this as a request video because somebody was struggling on how to spawn their carriages in-game. So this video should be able to help you guys with this. So if you find anybody who is struggling with the same problem, send them this video. Hopefully this video will help them. Anyway, so let's get into today's video. Okay, so for today's video, you may notice that we are in the main menu of Train Simulator 6, and we're going to be needing to use Creators Club today. So you can go to Creators Club via this way, or you can use the R1 and L1 buttons to move across to your profile, and then live, and then you choose Creators Club here. There we need to go to Formation Designer because this is what's going to help us spawn these carriages. So as you can tell, I've got tons, and I mean tons of formations in here, and they really do help with gameplay. And you know, if you want to get specific trains, this is the way to go. You can spawn them in scenarios. If you want to see how I can do that, I'll show you in another video. So we need to create new formations. So I'm going to call this formation Test 1. So we don't need a description. We just need to confirm pressing X for select. So now we're going to be met with a blank canvas. As you can tell, there's basically nothing going on around here, which is good because that's how we want it. So we need to go into Formation Builder. So when we go into Formation Builder, we'll be met with 4 options. We've got an Add Custom. So if you have previous creations or stuff from Creators Club, you'll be able to add these in. You won't be able to edit them though. You have Add Official, you have the Exit, and then the Save. We need to go to Add Official. So when I press Add Official, I have so much in here. It looks a little difficult to actually navigate through. But if you know what to do with Formation Designer, which is what I'm going to show you today, you'll find it a lot easier to create formations. So say for example I wanted to get a class 40, it is better to use the search feature the more locomotives and DLCs you buy. So we'll search class 40, and here you'll have quite a few options. What you want though is you want this option for the class 40, because all the rest of them will spawn coaches. And you'll spawn it just like so, and you'll get just the locomotive. Now this is crucial because I know class 40 can connect to a MK3A. So here the options will start to come down a little bit. Still quite a lot. I don't know why German locomotives can connect up to this, but never mind. But what we want to do is we want to go for the MK3A's, which you can see here is an option, but nothing shows up. So this is the workaround. You want to search in capital letters, M, K, then 3, then A, then the specific carriage you want could be FO for first class, R&B for the buffet, or TSO for the standard class. What we want is we want an FO, so we'll search FO, and then you'll be met with, I believe, 4 options. So go through all these options. So the first one does not work. The second option does not work. The third option does not work, but the fourth option should. There we go. Here we go. So you will get the liveries that you made personally on this fourth option, or you'll get the liveries that you got from Creators Club. So we want to spawn a ScotRail MK3 FO. And there we go. We have our first class ScotRail MK3A. To copy this locomotive, you press this button, that copies it. If you want to change it, you press this button. If you want to shift it around, you press that button. And if you want to delete it, you press this button and confirm pressing X. Also, you can switch your formation around, you can replace it, you can copy it or delete it using this menu. I'll show you once more again. Would you like to save changes? No. You go here, and then you go to Options and press X. This gives you the ability to switch your formations around. So now you want the buffet car. So now you want to search up MK3A and then capital letters RMB. This is your first class carriage with your buffet. And this doesn't work, does it? So, Mark 3A, you get loads of different things. Now, you want to just go through all these options because there are loads of these options that just don't really spawn what you're looking for. So just go through them and keep looking. Because sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Here we are. This is the F4. RFB is what you're supposed to look for, not the RMB. Fair enough. And this gives you what you're looking for. So I want to put in Virgin West Coast Mark III RMB unbranded. There we go. There's our buffet car with the first class. And that is sorted. So you want RFB, not RMB. That's a little mistake from my end. So now you want the TSO. So we're going to do the same again. MK3A, capital letter TSO. You want all of this to be capital letters because this helps. Now, we've learnt that the fourth option is the right one, right? Well, not in this scenario. It could be the first option, and it's not. It could be the second option, and it's not. Is it the third option? You're kind of hoping so, and it's not. So now we want to go back to Mark 3A, and we want to go down to here. That doesn't work. That's the RF. That one doesn't work. That one doesn't work. It is a little bit of a mess, I will admit, but you will find the ones that do work. Sometimes it can be under Mark II, so you've just got to be aware of that. So sometimes it's a good idea to search Mark II F, because sometimes it can be there. And you'll know if it's under these options, because it'll appear up with like your Mark III stuff, because some people do put it that way. And there you go. Mark IIIA. Under Mark II F TSO blue. So I want to spawn in an LNER one. There's our LNER one. You have to reposition it using this. And there you go. So we now have a sort of a Mark III rake. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back for that Mark II F. And all capital letters as well. And then search TSO, as it's basically the same designation. And just try and find the one that actually worked. Which is this one. And then just keep spawning them, you know. If you want to switch up the rake a little bit, Mark II F TSO. And then say I will just want to put in Rex Railways. There we go. Rex Railways is in the middle of the LNER lot, which is actually quite funny. And then that is basically it. So that is us spawning the Mark III's in Formation Designer. But what about when you're in-game? So we're going to save and exit this. It's crucial that we save and exit. So you want to press X on yes. This saves your formation. And it's crucial that you come back to this as well, just to make sure that it's saved as well. So there's test one. We go back into it. And as you can tell, they are still there. So we don't need to save changes now because we've already done it once and we don't need to save it again. So now I'm going to take us to West Coast Mainline Preston to Carlisle, as I think it's pretty fitting. And we're going to go to Kingmore Yard, 5 minutes past 10. Going to go to custom weather, and we're going to go on light clouds. No specific reason, just what I want to put in. You don't really have to preset it like this. And you want to get yourself into the game. Once we've loaded up, I can show you how you can get the MK3A's in with the custom liveries. But before I do that, let me just show you why we've had to do this in the first place. So here I am at Carlisle Kingmore Yard, massive yard that's not really used. You do get a few shunters that come through here, but not as often. So we want to search MK3A. Now, you get the Intercity and the BR Blue, but when you try and get liveries and custom formations, it doesn't work. Same with, oh, that's filters. Same as if you went MK2F, nothing works. Which is a shame, isn't it? So, now we want our class 40, because it needs to be paired with a locomotive to work. So, I'm going to spawn test 1. And there you have it. Our MK3A's with the liveries are spawned into Train Sim World. We don't need the 40 now, so goodbye. And there is our MK3A's, all in their glory and their livery creations. And the best thing is about this is that you can uncouple the rakes in between as well. So if I go down here, I can unlock the buckies and I can take the first class carriages away and leave maybe the buffer car and a couple of the LNER ones. If I wanted to get rid of the Rex Railways one, you know, because it doesn't fit the LNER rake, I unlock the bucky here and then I do the same here, and then using the directional pads, pressing the left one, I move it to the right one, and then I press X to delete the train, and then you confirm that. Rex Railways has disappeared, and LNER still remains. So there you go. That's how you get your MK3A's with their custom liveries into Train Sim World 6 on PlayStation 5 on your routes. This works this way. If you're an Xbox player or you're a PC player, give this a go, you know, see if it works, and let me know if this actually does work, especially for on PlayStation 5, because I'd be interested to know if this works for you, because if it works for me, I'm hoping the same works for you as well. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please do comment down below what you thought. Subscribe if you haven't already. We are trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. Leave a like, and I will see you all in the next video. But until then, see you all later.